I have here with me and Latchis in this very nice night celebrating here the Xingu Black Beer, New York City. And she knows everything about Xingu because she was the founder of this brand, Delicious. So tell us about Xingu, how everything starts.
The In 1985, I married a beer anthropologist, and he told me that there was fabulous history of women brewing alcohol in Amazonia 10,000 years earlier. So we decided to start an all-woman beer company. He gave me the idea, and my girlfriends invested, and we went down to Brazil on our honeymoon to try to find the lost black bear of the Amazon. It's sort of as a storyline, but really, it decided to name the beer Xingu after the river, but really as to honor the early women brewers of the area. Even though it wasn't technically a beer, it was a fermented beverage made from manioc root, and so we wanted to bring some history, really old Brazilian Amazonian history. So I started a company called Amazon Incorporated, and I named the beer Xingu after another river. It was all very river themed. It was an all-woman beer company. There were only women investors. And I was a one-person operation, and I got to raise my kids in Vermont, up north from here, up in the mountains, and started this company. And I met Cesario in Brazil on our honeymoon, and he found a brewery to make the beer for us. So it really was originally an American. We formed the beer name and had a recipe that was a Brazilian recipe. So we forged a sort of an idea about the history of the beer with a Brazilian style of beer. And then my husband, being a beer anthropologist, had an awful lot to say about the actual origins of the history of beer in Brazil. So from then it was just a whole lot of fun, and I grew up with the beer, and my kids used to do little drawings of the beer for school, and the teachers would say, "What's this?" And then eventually it's evolved over the years, and Cesario, then I sold the trademark ownership back to Brazil, and they've continued the tradition. The beer's changed a little bit, and now 27 years later, to have it on tap is just, I feel like I contributed to some serious history here in the beer business. So it's been really very rewarding for me to see it tonight and to see so many people really enjoying the beer now still today. So,
yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
I myself had the pleasure to taste the beer. Delicious. I definitely recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
And because
So
it's not
different.
so heavy, we can have it during the summer, like
Lunch.
in any
Breakfast.
occasion, right?
Any time of day. Yeah, and traditionally it's a black lager, so it's not a stout or porter, so it's not as heavy and dense. You get some rich taste up front, and then at the end for the finish, it's very smooth and light, and you're not left with a heavy, like a stout type of a flavor. So it appeals to a wide variety of beer drinkers. It's very low hop, so for the people who aren't crazy about hops, and there's a whole lot of people out there who are not crazy hop heads, this is a really great beer for them to try.
All right. Thank you very much
Yes,
for
thank
being
you.
here with
Thank
us.
you for coming up to New York. This
Oh,
is great.
sure.
Thank you.
Sure.